guys, welcome to another episode of Rated Rachel, where I, Rachel, share my unsolicited thoughts and opinions about movies and TV shows that I love. And on today's episode of Rated Rachel, I'm going to be giving my review of Netflix Is Okay to Not Be Okay. Now, I know that I did not upload the review for our reaction for episode 9 and 10, and that is because TVN actually gave me a copyright strike. So I have a copyright strike from YouTube, and which translates to mean I'm sort of like banned from doing things that I would love to do, from using their content anyways, and I have to sort of like stay away from doing reactions for now so that I won't get a copyright strike. And I know that my channel is not yet monetized, but then getting that really freaked me out, and I was thinking, man, it really messed up my day when it happened. So yeah, that video couldn't go up. I tried to cut down a lot of things, but it couldn't go up. But let me know in the comment section if you still feel like I need to upload the part that does not include the audio of It's Okay to Not Be Okay. So basically what I'll just be doing, is to be giving you my review and the thoughts about the episode. So I do apologize. I know that a lot of my followers and subscribers wanted to hear what I thought about episode 9 and 10, and really I had so many things to say. My reaction was on point. I really feel so bad that it didn't go up. So if you still want to just see me put the bits and bits of my reaction together and upload it, and if you promise that you're going to watch it, then I can definitely upload it. So today it's really hurtful, honestly, that I'm not able to film a reaction, because today, if you see my reaction was out of this world. I was just clutching my chest, screaming. So what I did is I basically just took a note to write down all the things that I thought and all the lessons that we probably picked up from episode 11 and 12. So I'm going to be looking down into my notes and be telling you what I think about the different scenes. So if this is something that you like to see, then keep on watching, because it's going to be juicy. So episode 11 is titled The Ugly Duckling, and it started with Young and Gangtae being together in her house. So we see that Gangtae has run over to Young's house to sort of like prevent her from being attacked by Park Orang. And what I noticed about that particular scene was when Young went to place the dying flowers into the flower vase, and that for me was very symbolic, meaning that normally Young would have thrown away something that is about to die away, but it just meant that she is not willing to allow her relationship with Gangtae die down, and it was very beautiful. I saw that Myung has become this sort of emotional character that we've all come to love. We've always loved her from the beginning, but our love for her is sort of deepened. And when she took the piece of paper that Gangtae brought for her, the one that Sangtae actually gave to her, and she was looking at it, she was crying. I really resonated with the fact that she also desires that oneness with a family that she never ever experienced, because all the while she's been experiencing pain and seclusion from her mom and her dad. And at the beginning okay, so when Gangtae comes in and he goes up to Young, and one thing leads to the other, and they're smooshing in the bedroom. Ooh. I'm not saying this thing online, but damn, at some point I was thinking, I wasn't sure if this is a K-drama that I'm watching, or if I'm watching another scene from What's Wrong with Secretary Kim. Now, if you're into K-dramas, if you remember that scene of What's Wrong with Secretary Kim, the one I'm talking about, I'll see if I can find it and put it up. Yeah, that particular scene. Ooh, I was sweating. Seriously, I was sweating. I squealed like a little girl. It was steamy, passionate, sexy. Hey. And Gangtae actually gave the excuse that he's sick, and for someone that is sick, actually he really gave a pretty steamy case. Now I cannot get it out of my head. When am I gonna die? I need to get it out of my head. Anyways, I saw there was a part where Gangte said, I've never had someone look after me, and it just goes to show the things that he's been craving for, the kind of attention that he did desire. He didn't get it from his mom, he didn't get it from his brother, and finally he's getting it from Muyoung, the woman that he loves. It just goes to show that now he's easing into the relationship that he wants to have with Muyoung, and that was really amazing. When he said that it's love sickness, I was like, oh, you're so cute, you're this naughty guy. And I could see that he has gotten to the place of where he's finally opening about his problems, because normally he's this person that would rather not tell people his problems or the things that he's feeling. And for him to have come up to that moment of growth and character development is what I've seen so far, and it's really, really cool. And yes, I knew it. If I had put up my review for the episode 9 and 10, I did mention there in that video that I had a feeling that it was Myung's mom that killed Gangtae's dad, Gangtae's mom rather. So I really did see the connection, and everything was beginning to fall into place. The part where the doctor sneaks up on Gangtae, I was just like, guy, you want to give this guy a small heart attack at this young age, It was really nice to see this doctor Ojiwang. I really love this man so much, how he's able to identify that it is not only the patients in the hospital that need treatment, that kind of psychiatric evaluation, but even his caretakers, even his staff members, the nurses and the people that work with him also have problems that they're dealing with, and that he has a responsibility to reach out to them and help them overcome those traumatic experiences that they've had. And when I saw Myung trying to bond together with Gangtae, with Sangtae rather, when I see that the effort she's trying to put in to build a relationship with Sangtae, it also shows how she has also grown as a character, because in the past she's not one to want to like give her all, to want to make a relationship grow, or she's not this kind of person that would want to like encourage the growth of a relationship. So seeing the effort that she was putting in, it goes to show how somebody who is in this sort of box can actually come out of that box, where if they give themselves the chance to do that. So it was really beautiful. So Jesu, the relationship between Jesu and Gangtae is so funny. It's so hilarious. He said something about when Gangtae told him that you are my number 3. Like, I could really tell the kind of things that he felt as a friend, not being at the forefront of his friend's attention. And I feel like Jesu's part is a part of comedic effect, because all we've been getting is tension and love and thrilling and suspense, and then Jesu comes in and he just makes us burst into laugh, and it was really funny. There was a scene where Gangtae is like telling Myung like, oh, you better get to work in order to make sure that Sangtae falls in love with you, that gives you attention, because if he doesn't, you're not going to marry me. And he knows how much of an effect he has on Myung, and it was really lovely and funny to see that he was going all out to make sure that Myung does her best to make some adjustments to making Sangtae accept her into the family. And I love how he used the word we, as in we should earn his trust. So it was no longer from a position of I all the time, but now we, that is he and her, because Gangtae himself has always been lying to Sangtae. So now that he understands that he himself has also wronged his brother, so both of them together should stop lying to his brother, and both of them should gain the trust of Sangtae. I feel like the dialogue of this series is so beautifully done. You can tell that the writers put in a lot of effort to make sure they are translating what the growth of the characters would be like on screen. So it was really beautiful. So let's go to the director. The director, Lee Sang-in, amazing. I love how he's very, very direct with his feelings for Juri. He's not holding back. He's just telling her, look, I don't want you talking about Myung and Gangtae. I want us to talk about us. And that's the way it should be, especially if you're a guy that likes a girl. Like, just go ahead and tell her, and be direct about what it is that you want. The least you're gonna get is rejection, and you move on. If you get rejected, you move on. And I feel like he's very genuine in how he feels about her, and it's really good. I like how Gangtae uses the analogy of the television show to teach Sangtae how to understand living together with Muyong, because him just telling Sangtae to accept Muyong is not really going to boil well with him. And I love how he uses that television show that Sangtae likes. It goes to show that he understands what his brother feels, he knows what his brother likes, and he knows the thought pattern. It's more like understanding your problem and dealing with it, but not that Sangtae is the problem, but understanding what is in front of you, and if you understand it, you can provide like a solution to it. So I really like the analogy, and I like that the doctor, I mentioned about the doctor, how he uses a sort of like father figure role to understand Sangtae and to allow Sangtae to delve into his traumatic experiences with the butterfly to help him deal with it, which is because normally we would think that Sangtae would yield to Gangtae. Sangtae would want Gangtae to be the one to solve his problem for him, but at this point we're saying that the doctor also has a role to play in helping Sangtae heal. So every single person in the story, in the series, so Muyong, Juri, Jesu, every single person, even Juri's mom, they all have a role to play in ensuring Sangtae heals from his pain. And you know, at the fighting scene, I was actually laughing really hard. I love how Sangtae finally discovers that Gangtae is happy. You know, when he's dreaming about Muyong in his dreams, it reflects that, you know, Sangtae has actually been self-absorbed into what he wants as a person and has kind of like ignored what his brother like wants. And it's so amazing that he can finally see that his brother is happy and he would do anything. You know, that brotherly kindness, that brotherhood relationship, when he took Gangtae to the restaurant, when he gave him allowance, oh god, it was so touching to see. I was in tears. Like, I was like, oh my god, this is so good. And you know, at the end of episode 11, it ended so beautiful. I was so happy. You know, with all the suspense and tension that we felt in the previous episodes, it was just so amazing, and it was really well done. And now in episode 12, we see that the nurse is quite insistent for a new replacement for Pakoran, and it got me questioning: is it that this nurse, she knows? I feel like is it this nurse? Are you sure she's not Myeong's mom, or she knows Myeong's mom, or she knows about Myeong's family? Because for me personally, her attitude and her behavior is just very fishy to me. Myeong, now the relationship between Myeong and Gangtae is just like, it's just cool. Like, I just love the way Myeong looks at Gangtae like ice cream. It's so cute and it's so funny. And we can see that Juri now has sort of shifted her attention from Gangtae now to Sang-in, and even Lee Sang-in's PA is even trying her best to make sure that, okay, I want to drop some hints for you. Are you gonna call Sang-in or not? You know, that kind of Lee Sang-in or not? So it was really beautiful to see that now she is opening her heart to want to receive love from somebody else and to give love to somebody else apart from Gangtae. So I love the growth. I love, you know, the development of Juri's storyline. So she's not as annoying as we thought her to be. When there was an old man, the old man that also, who is also at the psychiatric hospital, when he had a breakdown in the bus, oh my god, and Sangtae ran immediately to cover him up. All I can see from 11 and 12 is the growth of Sangtae. We can see that Sangtae himself needs to break out of that shell that he was enclosed in. So it's just growth, and it's so beautiful. And even Myeong herself, I remember when Jesu told Myeong that you have to let Gangtae be. Like, he's always been like that. He's always been the one to close up his emotions. And you know, when they were about to go for the family portrait, and she doesn't go to force him like she normally would. She takes Sangtae and they go to the portrait portrait studio and the photo studio rather, and they take the picture and he shows up. It was so beautiful. So I think in NS, what I'm just saying is what this series is just teaching us is the ability to listen to people and the ability to let people in, the ability to accept what has happened in your past and try to move from the past and try to focus on your future, because if you focus on the past, it's gonna hold you back. And I feel like every single one of us should learn from from this series. Like, it's almost the same thing. Learn to, like, the past is the past and you can't change what has happened in the past, but you can change what will happen in the future. And I feel like that is what this story is teaching us. So my theory right now is I do believe that Myung's mom killed Gangtae's mom. The problem is how and why, and that I feel like that's what the remaining episodes would show us. And anyway, so that's all my thoughts. And anyway, that's all my thoughts about episode 11 and 12. This series is so beautiful, it's so amazing. Don't forget to drop me a comment. I did mention in the video that was supposed to go up, but it didn't go up. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about the next episodes, what's gonna happen, and I'm gonna read your comments in my next video for It's Okay to Not Be Okay. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope I did not disappoint, and I will see you in the next episode. Love you. Thank you so much, and keep watching Rated Rachel. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and share to someone that you think might need it. Bye.